वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं जय श्री कृष्ण टू ऑल मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्. Going before Antaryami Bhagwan in all of you, let us start today's session of Geeta. Yesterday, we were on Adhyay 2 and 16th Shlok. So before completing 16th Shlok, time 40 minutes of meeting got over. So part of the thing which I said was not complete. So we will continue with Shlok number 16 and we'll go further. So this is very important Shlok, Shlok number 16. It is stating reality of whatever we call as universe or universes or multiverse, whatever we call, its actual state is depicted in this Shlok. What is Sat, what is Asat? So we can say that entire Adhyay 13 is based on this Shlok number 16, 16th of second Adhyay. So as we have already said, that's after second Adhyay, everything is elaboration of second Adhyay only. The main preaching of Bhagwan about Jnana has happened in second Adhyay, and Arjun was not in position to understand well, so he asked certain questions to get clarified. After his certain questions in certain area, Bhagwan has explained much more than what he asked to ensure that he understands everything perfectly. Because it is said that after Mahabharat war, Arjun again requested Bhagwan that, can you tell me Gita once again? Can you preach me again? So Bhagwan said, even I cannot preach it again. That doesn't mean that Bhagwan is not capable of it. But he has set his own rule, and that was the time, that was the place where it had to be told. And Bhagwan has told it in Ishwar Bhav. That's why everywhere else in Mahabharata, when Bhagwan is saying something, it is addressed as Sri Krishna Uvacha or something like that. And only in this Gita, Bhagwan Uvacha is used because that is where Bhagwan has shown his entire Vyakta Roop, which is Vishwaroop. Of course, Avyakta is not subject of any senses. Even this Vyakta Vishwaroop is not subject of any senses. So he had to give, he had to bless Arjun with Divya Drushti, because it is beyond these dimensions of this mortal eyes of the person. So this is so important that we should not miss opportunity to study Gita. It is not easy to reach Gita. First of all, reading entire Gita. Since childhood, I was like very much interested in learning Gita. But you may not believe that for reading it first time, I was like, it took more than 50 years of life. So, uh, reaching even, uh, reading even single adhyay and understanding it, or understanding even one shlok of Gita is not just coincidence. There must be some good deed, punya karma, very strong punya karma, and of course, grace of our Guru, grace of God. We could reach to Gita, and we are exploring it. Uh, we cannot say that we are understanding it fully, because as Govind Giriji Maharaj said in his one of the discourses, that anybody who claims that I have understood Gita, so definitely he has not understood, or she has not understood, because when somebody understands Gita, there is no ego remains. So he will not say, I have understood, because uh, Sat Rupena means our Sat Roop, we are Sat, we are Satchitananda. So we are Jnana. We are not uh, getting Jnana, or we are not getting Jnani. We are Jnana. And what is Jnana? Jnana is that experience of Satchitananda. So Jnana is Satchitananda. So uh, uh, this Adhyay 2, so those who really want to understand Gita in depth, one trick is you take Shlok of uh, second Adhyay, or means for most of the times, all the Shlok of second Adhyay are explained in further Adhyay. So connect them. So you may choose to list down all the Shlok of Gita, and then they connect them which Shlok is explained where. So even that will give you a lot of understanding of Gita. So coming back to the subject, nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate satah, ubayorapi drushtanta stvanayos tattvadarshibhihi. So in asat, there is no bhav. Bhav means existence, and there are other meanings also which are actually in line with this first definition of bhav being existent. Bhava means coming into existence. Uh, Abhava means not existing, bhava means existence. So, what Bhagwan is saying, that whatever is asat, that doesn't exist. So, whatever you, uh, if somebody is going by Mayavad, so that person can interpret it as a, so everything that is uh, not Sat, it has not happened only, it is just illusion. And Bhakta can put it in much better way. So that is what is actual Advait 1, and it is further explained in Vishishtadvait. So it is reaching Parabhakti level. So that level, even this external world is a form of Bhagwan. So whatever is existing is Bhagwan. So there are two ways of reaching Satchidananda. So it is said that when you are still to reach that jnana level, you have to consider whatever is perishable, whatever is changing. You should consider it is not part of Satchidananda and strive for core Satchidananda. Once you attain that, then you understand that even whatever is kept aside, that is also Satchidananda. Because otherwise it would not have been appeared. So whatever, even as an illusion, something is appearing as a base of Satchidananda. So Bhagwan is, as we saw last session, that words of Bhagwan are uh, so meaningful. This entire Gita, uh, it contains everything or all the jnana which has been given in Ved, Upanishad, Puran, and whatever spiritual literature is. So you can imagine even single word of Bhagwan or a single akshar said by Bhagwan, it carries so much of importance. It is like coding in modern language or in modern period. We can understand or we can understand it better by taking analogy of coding. So one small code can mean lot of things. Like in computers also, there are software and there is actual machine language. So small code of machine language can mean something much better, something much bigger. So uh, at a time, even the effect of Bhagwan preaching Gita to Arjun, you can see it was on two levels. So first time when Arjun listened to this Gita, his moha went away. So the way he was eluded and way he was in attachment with external bodies of so-called his near dear one, that went away. So he got paroksha jnana. So he got all the jnana only by words. And when Bhagwan went to Nijadham and that news came to Arjun, that time he that grief struck him, and because of bearing that or going through that grief, all his balance pap, bad karmas got washed away or squared off, and then that Gita Jnan was manifested in his mind, and he became jnani. He experienced Satchidananda. So here also, nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satha. Last time, like we were explaining, that ultimate sat is of course sat chit ananda. But in materialistic world, somebody is stuck at body level, then for him, Sukshma Deha is more Sat than Stula Deha. So, presently, uh, when Bhagwan is saying Na Sato Vidyate Bhavo, Na Bhavo Vidyate Sata, so he is saying so that Arjun can consider that Stula Deha is not Sat because it is perishable, it is changing. And Sukshma Deha means Antakaran Tattva, five means our, you can say mind as a broader term. In our Sanatan Dharma, there is much deeper study of psychology. We don't just uh, say mind and intellect. For that Antakaran Tattva, there are four stages we had already seen, or four states: Chitta, Man, Buddhi, and Ahankar. So all these four is part of means form of Antakaran only. So that Antakaran, Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya. So Pancha Jnanendriya is five senses with which we take the information, vision, visual, auditory, etc., etc. And five karmendriya is hand, legs, by which we actually do karma. So when person dies, that sukshma deha means five jnanendriya, five karmendriya, antakaran tattva and pran, they go away. And from body to body, they go on shifting till the time they get salvation. So it can be, means if you consider 84 lakh means 8 million, 8.4 million species, and if Jivatma passes through those, you can imagine how much time it is. So considering that Sukshma Deha has not died, Sthula Deha has died, which is anyway part of Panchamahabhuta, and anyway it was transforming. So those who really know this, the tattva, the theory behind it, or the actual those who have actual understanding of that, they are Tattvajnani. So Tattvajnani Purush, so those who have completely understood this, they have actually witnessed the difference. That is what Bhagwan is saying. So somewhere Bhagwan is also indicating that you know that I am Tattvajnani, so believe me what I am telling you. So it is always there is always debate that whether to listen to somebody or go by our own logic. So it is childish to think that we can go by own logic. If this logic is correct, then there would not have been necessary to put child into school as well, or it was not necessary to teach child basic things. So everywhere we need more knowledgeable person than us to get us elevated. So that also Bhagwan is indicating there. So that is as per present state. And as a theorem or as a principle of Satya or as a Tattva, that principle is Tattva. So as a Tattva, Bhagwan is also explaining him. So this explanation is for ultimate Jnana, is all that is perceived is Maya. So that doesn't exist, or and that's why it is not wise to put any bhav on that. So bhav, the other shade of bhav is the way we make relation with something, or the way we value something. For example, when we go to market, we ask that like in Marathi or Hindi also. In Marathi we ask या वस्तूचा भाव काय आहे, किंवा हिंदी भी आज इस चीज क्या भाव लगाया है इस चीज का. सो इट इज what is its price, and more than price, what is its value. Why it is value? Because suppose you are in city and you go to any stall and there is a water bottle, you can purchase it for hardly, small water bottle for hardly 10 rupees. Now imagine very rich person like multimillionaire who by some incidents he get trapped in desert, okay, and the people around him vanished, whatever happened, and he lost his way. He is in desert, he didn't get water for 2 days suppose, and he is totally exhausted, and practically like he felt like now I am dying, and there is somebody passing through and has a water bottle. So he asks for water. So he will say that this will cost you all your wealth. He will be ready to give that wealth to that person, because then that particular bottle is equivalent to his life. So it is worth of any price because it can buy him his life. So that is bhav. So it is not wise to keep that bhav on something which is perishable, something that doesn't exist and just appears for moment. Because Bhagavan has also said that uh, that Shlok will be coming later, that avyakta adi bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidharanyeva tatra ka paridevana. So it is whatever is appearing was not there earlier because everything was avyakta, not manifested. After some while also everything will perish in pralay, or everything will go into avyakta. It will not perish actually. It will be still there, but it will not be vyakta. It will not be seen. It will not be manifested. So in between phase, why you are worrying for that? We took example of we always take example of uh, butterfly or the like uh, the silk bug. So that particular insect which goes into that cocoon, he creates that silk thread and gets winded around himself, and then after a while it comes out as a grown insect with wings and all. Similarly, butterfly, it goes into that cocoon as a worm like insect and stays there, and then when it is grown as full butterfly, it uh, like it breaks that cocoon and comes out with as a beautiful butterfly. So that cocoon state is temporary state. So going butterfly is not known for the way he looks in cocoon or the way he stays in cocoon. Butterfly is known as flying and very beautiful creature. So that cocoon state is temporary state. Like that, this whatever life we see around, it is just temporary state. So it is not such. So there is no use on for attaching any emotion to it. For example, if some child sees is looking at cloud, and in that cloud, if he sees shape of lion, and he gets afraid, then what his mother will tell, that is just cloud. It is going to change its shape again. So why you are getting afraid? So it is not that whatever is experienced by child was means, or child is telling false that I have seen lion. For him, that experience is like seeing lion, but it is illusion. It is experience taken by illuded mind. So his mother will explain him that this appears to be that shape, but it is not lion. So similarly, this world just appears; it doesn't exist. So no, there is no worth uh, putting emotions into it. And further in Adhyay 12, Bhagwan will be telling that that is why what is the correct way or what is the way to the happiness is put all those emotions, put your mind into myself, invest your intellect in myself. So your analysis should be about me, and your decision should be about me. Everything should be about me. So that we will come to that whenever we will come to Adhyay 12. So this is very important shlok, Adhyay 2, shloks number 16. So both Ubhayaropi Drushtantas, so both are seen by Tattvajnani Purush. So he is also telling Arjun that you are in the scene. So you are, whatever Maya is, you are staying inside and watching it. But Tatvajnani Purush, he stays aside, and as a third person, he experiences everything. It is not that Tattvadarshi Mahatma doesn't experience anything. So actually, what happens is he understands that that experience is taken by his body and mind and not as a soul. So that is the difference. So after this, uh, Bhagwan tells in 17 adhyay, 17 shlok, अविनाशी तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति. So avinashi to tadviddhi yena sarvamidam tata. So and second part is vinasham avyayasya na kaschit kartum arhati. So whatever is seen, whatever is heard, whatever is touched, whatever is smelled, whatever is tasted, everything in this world is experienced by these five senses that is perishable. They the true existence of all of us is singular, that is Satchidananda, that is Yena Sarvamidam Tatam, means it has encompassed uh, all the world, all the universe, all the universes, entire universe as a total. Or it is appearing on the basis, or it is entire world is appearing on the base of this Satchidananda. How can we understand this? For example, there is a movie theater and there is a projector. So from projector there is a light, there is a film, and there is a screen ahead. On that, when that light goes through that film, those pictures are appearing on that screen. So Bhagwan is that like that light also, Bhagwan is like that screen also. So Bhagwan like screen means ourselves. So that picture is getting on us and we are viewing also and we are part of it also. And Bhagwan is showing that. So if you keep only film, it is not able to project itself. So Maya only cannot project itself. And even that film, Maya is also made up of Bhagwan only. So as we go ahead, this will be little bit more clear. But here, for example, in movie there is a bomb blast. So now that screen is suppose as older time, that screen is suppose made up of uh, cotton, cotton fabric. So with that bomb blast, will that screen get fire or will that screen get exploded? No, it is just, it will appear that there is a explosion on the screen. It will appear that people are getting killed. Some are totally burned, some are with burns and lot of blood flowing. But when you switch off the projector, when picture is over, and if you see that screen, that is totally white without any stain of blood or without any mark of burn. So that is how is everything is on Satchidananda. Still, it is not attached to anything. So as the destruction in film cannot uh, cannot end or cannot destroy the screen itself, this Satchidananda, which is all encompassing, cannot be destroyed. Because whatever things we think can destroy others, whatever you are thinking that you will be able to kill other person, so that is just your adnyan, that is just your ignorance. Because the soul defines the person, and soul is cannot be killed, and that Bhagwan will be telling us later as well. So whatever Bhagwan is telling later, he is creating background for Arjun to understand and appreciate what he is saying. Sometimes what happens, we understand, but we don't appreciate. Like, yeah, what you are saying, logically it is correct, but it is, I am not able to like apprehend it. That is what we say when we just understand by words, but do not get its crux. So that's why Bhagwan is making background for Arjun to understand whatever he will be telling him later. So now he has started telling what actually he wanted to tell for making Arjun to battle. That is in Shlok number 18. So in 17, Bhagwan already said that the basic tattva, something which is all encompassing, that cannot be killed by anybody or anything, because it is avinashi. It can not perish. Then what is perishable when uh, you are saying that people will be getting killed? So what is that? So that is something different than that avinashi tattva. So that is what Bhagwan is explaining in 18th shlok. अंतवंत इमे देहा नित्यस्तोक्ता शरीरिणः अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद् युध्यस्व भारत. So Bhagwan says antavanta ime deha. So person, the soul is not perishable. What is perishable? Uh, this body, deha. Deha is only perishable. So all the deha is like this individual bodies of your near dear ones you are seeing. Not only that, this Prithvi or entire universe is also Stula Deha, physical body of Virat, or that physical body is called as Virat, and Hiranyagarbha is his mind. So that is also perishable. That is what Bhagwan is explaining Arjun. And here he is calling Arjun as Bharat because his ancestor Bharat Raja, he has understood it. In 3 births, he got salvation by understanding everything is perishable, and one should not get attached with anything. There is story of Bharat Raja who is uh, very uh, great king, a perfect example of Karma Yoga, son of Rishabdev, who is incarnation of Vishnu. And after performing entire Karma Yoga by ruling over this Jambudvip, and he ruled so in such a perfect idealistic manner that then this country also, after his name, it is being called Bharat. So that Bharat Raja, he got attached to a small, uh, like small deer. So it was newborn baby of deer, and out of his sattvic nature, he thought that it is my responsibility to take care of that uh, baby of deer. So as long as taking care was still okay, he got attached to that. So once attachment is there, then it is not going to help salvation. And when he left his body, he was thinking of that baby deer, and that's why in next birth he got birth of deer. So entire life he was very cautious. In that deer form also, his all Paroksha Jnana was intact, and he was very cautious. He didn't get attached to anybody. Then he again took birth with same name Bharat, and he was called as Jad Bharat because he was not at all interested, or his mind was not into all this mic, all this materialistic world, and he was constantly into his Sarupanusandhan, so constantly attached to Satchidananda, constantly thinking of it, focusing on it, meditating on it, and he got salvation afterwards. So Bhagwan is referring that you are from Bharat's clan, so you should take example of him. And then what he is saying, this any body is perishable, and though nityasyukta sharirina, this jivatma means actual soul with combined with this indriya, antakaran tattva and pran, that is called as jivatma. Unfortunately, there is no perfect word in English for this. So for jivatma also, in English it is soul, for atma also it is soul. But here it is jivatma. So soul with all these, all the senses you can say, that is not perishable. That is just, that is not perishable, and it is anashinaha, means the one who cannot be destroyed, aprameya. So it is anashi and aprameya, means it is uh, not actually sat, means even that jivatma is also mm, jivatma in original self without attachment of senses is nitya tattva. Once it get attached, then it becomes aprameya, means it deviates from its uh, uh, original swarup, original form, or it is formless Satchidananda. So this body is perishable, not that jivatma, and that's why you understand this, and then you battle. Why you battle? Because you are not going to kill jivatma. You are just ending those bodies, and that too for your duty. Again, Bhagwan is supporting his own statement in Shlok 19 that we will see next time. We will end this session by praying. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vadapriyam Dharma Samstapakam Veeram Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Jai Shri Krishna to all.